Flight 508 incident. On December 24, 1971, 17-year-old Julianne Kupska boarded Lanza Flight 508 in Lima, Peru, with her mother Maria, planning to spend Christmas with her father at their family's research station in the Amazon rainforest. The day before, Julianne had graduated from high school and was excited to reunite with her zoologist father, Hans Wilhelm Kupska. Just 25 minutes into the domestic flight over Peru, the Lockheed Electra encountered a massive thunderstorm. Julianne watched through the window as lightning illuminated the dark clouds surrounding their aircraft. Her mother grew increasingly worried, whispering prayers as the plane shook violently in the turbulence. Then, at 21,000 feet above the Peruvian Amazon, a brilliant flash of lightning struck the aircraft. "That is the end. It's all over," her mother said calmly. Those were the last words Julianne ever heard from her. The plane immediately began disintegrating in midair. Julianne, strapped into her seat, found herself falling through 10,000 feet of open sky, still attached to her row of seats. The thick canopy of the Amazon rainforest rushed up to meet her as she plummeted earthward. The row of seats was thought to have acted like a parachute or helicopter, slowing her descent just enough to make survival possible. She crashed through the treetops and landed in the dense jungle below, the seats cushioning much of the impact. When Julianne regained consciousness, she found herself alone in one of the world's most dangerous environments. She had suffered a broken collarbone, a deep gash on her right arm, a concussion, and severe bruising, but she was alive. All 91 other passengers and crew members, including her mother, had perished in the crash. For 11 days, Julianne used survival skills learned from her childhood spent at her parents' research station. She followed a small stream downstream, knowing that water eventually leads to larger rivers and human settlements. She survived on a single bag of candy found in the wreckage, and occasionally caught small fish with her bare hands. Her feet became severely infected from walking barefoot through the jungle, and maggots had burrowed into the wound on her arm. On the 10th day, exhausted and barely able to walk, she discovered a small hut belonging to local lumberjacks. The next morning, the workers returned and found her lying inside. They treated her wounds with gasoline to remove the maggots and transported her by canoe to the nearest town. Julianne's rescue made international headlines as the sole survivor of one of the deadliest lightning-related air disasters. Julianne survived by doing something incredibly simple, but incredibly hard. She waited. She followed the river, step by step, not knowing if it would ever lead anywhere. Days passed, and all she could do was keep going and wait.